Everyone, it looks like I'm a little bit early, but that's okay. I'm just trying to get everything open so it's all ready to go. Um, okay, one of the windows was stuck on my mouse, and every time I moved the mouse, the window was moving. I'm going, what are you doing? Oh, it's been one of those days. I hope you're having fun. So, if you don't know about astrologer Joe, um, Joseph Joseph P. Anthony, he's an astrologer. He has a free school SKOOL app group. It's also got a web version if you don't have a smartphone. So you can use it on the web, you can use it on your phone, and you get points for doing likes. And it's become a major time drain, but the energies lately were such that I just couldn't think. I couldn't do anything. I've just sat there for the last 2 hours hitting like, but it's free and it's pretty cool. He does have a paid version called the Inner Circle. I'm in that one too. And he's sharing all of the secrets there, which I like to do in my classes. If you've taken my classes, you know I'm doing that as well. If you're in the Own for Success program, it's free, by the way. There's no selling, it's free. I hope that I pointed to the right thing. I don't know. It's all switched back and forth. So I may have been pointing to the wrong thing. I don't know. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, Home for Success. The developers keep messing it up. There was something wrong, and I figured out what was wrong, and I fixed it. But in the meantime, they reset the date to May 5th. So if you had problems, email me and I will fix your date for you. But I have to know what email you log in with to fix it because they made it May 5th. And if you signed up before May 5th, all of a sudden you can't access anything beyond 4 days. But I have the content for the webinar is out there for, well, everything is out there through the masterclass, but I am in the process of, I teach it live once a year. And last week we did the webinar. And well, this week, Tuesday, we did the webinar and it's loaded into the app along with all the 30 days. So it's all updated with the latest content. And starting next week, we do the 6-week masterclass. So if you're already caught up, you can join us, but otherwise, each week you'll get the updated, and you'll know you have the new one because the transcript is gone. It was just too crazy trying to do the transcript. So, but it also has audio. So it has the video and the audio. So if you have any problems, let me know, but you have to let me know what day you were on, or I can't fix it. I have one person keeps emailing me and she says, I had this problem, but she won't tell me where. How am I supposed to know how can I fix something that's, I have a problem. Okay, I need a little more information to fix it. Okay, so if you have a problem, tell me what page you were on, take a snapshot, or if you're on the web, send me the link. Tell me if you're in the 30-day, you tell me it was which 30-day it was. If you're on the webinar, let me know the webinar. If you're in the master class, tell me which week you're on, or at least which element, of the 5 elements, or were you on the last one, the chakra element? Okay, enough complaining. It's been kind of crazy. And I thought, well, I'm going to draw a card. Well, I love this deck. I don't know if you have this deck. This is let me get up the name here. It's Keepers of the Light Oracle Cards by Kyle Gray. Um, so this is the front. That's what they look like. And I had asked a question yesterday, and I dealt a card, and I thought I'm going to deal a card for tonight's meditation. And as I picked up the deck, he was on top, Odin, because that's the card I got yesterday. And I says, okay, sorry, I need to redeal. I said, no, just keep me on top. I said, okay. So I shuffled, I cleared the deck, I did all kinds of stuff. I put crystals on it and I started shuffling and I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. And what card came up? Odin. Oops. He told me just leave him on top. So the message is psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. And boy, is that a good message for people right now because things are so crazy. We're getting all of these blasts from the sun. Last weekend we got 3. This week we got 3. And now we have 4 coming at us. When those energies hit, it affects us. It affects the Schumann resonance. It makes us like weird and drains all our energy. I've been tired all day long. So, in fact, I've been tired for some time now, ever since those X class, what do they call them? Anyway, things the sun sends out. There's X class, and they're pretty strong. And they hit the earth. And because the magnetic field of the earth is so depleted, they get through. They don't just bounce off anymore. When the ionic field of the earth is strong, the magnetic field and the ionosphere is strong, they just bounce off. And solar flares, thought of it originally. Okay, I can't talk tonight. Sorry, ignore me. Anyway, we're here. They're hitting us and getting through. And someone predicted we're going to start seeing all kinds of northern lights, even down here in Arizona. So that'll be interesting. We did have red skies not too long ago. So just hang in there, use your intuition. Do you need to do anything? Me, I do a lot of dehydration. I dehydrate things. So I hadn't been doing it for a while, and last weekend I started dehydrating again. Um, you're gonna need stuff, and if you're not already making things with essential oils, because what do you do when you go to the grocery store and the shelves are empty? So I have a evergreen essential oils class, and the first one tells you what are essential oils, what are um, um, well, you have to blend them. Forgetting all my words tonight. I don't know what's going on. Um, so you need carrier oils to blend with the essential oils, and then you can make things. You can do skincare, hair care, body care, health care, laundry, cleaning, floor. I have a floor cleaner. I have a weed killer. I have things for doing dishes, things for doing laundry. Everything you need, you can make yourself if you have the primary ingredients. So, I have a rack over there with literally hundreds of essential oils, and then I have duplicates of the ones I use a lot, and I buy them on sale. And there's several companies you can buy from. So I have a very inexpensive class. You only have to take the first one, which tells you how to blend and do everything. And I've gotten 6 additional classes already. They're free once you take the first one. And I've got 7 more classes coming. And then I have about 8 more, I think at least 8 more um, healing tools classes that I decided today would only be $27 each. I mean, that's pretty cheap. And I'm putting together my master program for those people that want to become holistic, intuitive healers. And it's going to show you how to take care of yourself and your family. What do you do when you can't call 911? I mean, it's not going to be medicine. It's not going to be, what do you do if someone's injured? For that, you need first aid. Go take a first aid class. This is healthcare. What do you do to stay healthy? How do you stay healthy when everything's falling apart? And the best thing to do is, number one, meditate, use spirituality. So Om for Meditation is free. And I don't have any advertising in there. There's no, oh, if you like this, buy this and I'll give you this for free. No, it's already free. Okay. I'm giving away as much for free as I possibly can and charging as little as possible for everything else so that people that don't have a lot of money can still participate. So everybody is my audience, not just the wealthy. Okay, enough of that. I will put the link for the essential oils later. It's not in there now. I'll put it in there later. But Own for Success, the link to Own for Success is there. You just go to the website. You need to add all the details of what's in the program. It's kind of a high level overview. And you register and it sends you a code, and you either go to the web version or the website, the app version. There's a link to download the app, and either one works, and you can just go through the program for free. There's a 3-part program. There's a 30-day, and each day you only get 1 day at a time. People say, I signed up and I got the first day, but now I can't get to the second day. No, you have to do the homework. Day 2, you get day 2. Day 3, you don't get to day 30 until day 30, because you're supposed to be doing the homework, and the talks are like 2 to 5 minutes. I think a couple were 10 minutes. Very short talks. I'm leaving you time to do your homework. I'm not telling you how to meditate. I'm not giving you guided imagery or guided meditations. I'm telling you what you need to do, and then you go do it. And it doesn't matter what your belief system is. There's no dogma. There's no eightfold path. There's no, you have to be this, you have to be none of that. Whatever you believe, it's okay. And you substitute my words for your belief system. So I work within each person's belief system. You just incorporate it into your life. Okay, so that's your intuition. What does your intuition say? That's what we're talking about tonight. So let's see here. I guess I need to, okay, we'll talk about the music. The music's binaural beats. By now, if you've been listening to me, you know what that means. We talk about it in Home for Success. I teach you what it is. So you need a headset, stereo. If you don't have stereo headset, get stereo speakers, put one on each side. It improves your brain, it clears brain fog. It'll actually make you smarter. That's research. If you don't have stereo speakers, it's okay. It'll still sound like good music. Still works. You just won't get the benefit of the binaural beats. And you need to choose what position you're going to be in. Sit, stand, walk, lay down, whatever works for you. It's okay. So let's go into share screen, because it's the only way I can start the music is to do a share screen. Okay, so now we can start the music. I need to have share sound, and I need to make it stereo. There we go. And now we'll start the music. Go ahead into your inner space, which means close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, belly breaths, belly breaths. Oh. And again. Let all those worries and troubles just float away. If you use your intuition, you know Source is with us. Source, God, Great Spirit, Creator, whatever term you use. We're protected. We're human. There is no death. I've had 5 near-death experiences. Trust me, there is no death. You just transition. So when you know you're just going to transition, worry, it's okay. So what do we need to do to be ready for now? With all these things coming, earthquakes, volcanoes going off, people on the news giving us all this negative energy. Oh, what are they going to do with this system or that system? And what about money? Don't worry about it. Let it go. What you worry about, you manifest. So let's just create in our mind's eye perfect world where we don't even need money. It was given to us by another culture. We don't need that money. So imagine a world we have a skill and we exchange that skill for someone else, for their skill. And it's worked for eons. Think about the TV show Star Trek. Did they use money? No. People were promoted based on their gifts, their skills, and their abilities. And everyone had a place to live. And everyone had food. Everyone had shelter. There was no poverty. And that's what you have in a world where everyone is cooperative, where everyone is united. And that's the Aquarian age that we're moving into, where technology is used for the highest good of humanity, where it's not embedded in us and we don't become cyborgs or robots. We're humans, creative, living beings. So imagine that world, a world where there's equity, where there's fairness, where people care about each other, where people take care of each other, where there is love instead of hate, where there is cooperation instead of competition, a world that is free of grief and worry, free where the news actually tells the truth, and it isn't just about what bad things are happening, but about the good people do. People who get awards actually earn the award. Imagine a world where we are all okay to be who we are, even if we're a little different, like some of us are very different from most people, where there's no bullying, but acceptance, even of the little black sheep that doesn't quite fit in. So I'm just going to be quiet now, and I let you create in your mind's eye that utopia, that perfect world where you want to live and be, where there are no restrictions and where crime is not encouraged by the government, where they don't supply people with drugs and guns. Imagine a world that is free from abuse and trafficking and horrible things that some people do today. Imagine that world. Create that in your mind's eye, and we will manifest that together, because we are that powerful that we can take the energy coming from the sun and create this perfect, healed world where all of humanity wakes up and we live in love and cooperation. you want to manifest and live in after the change. And I'm going to stop share, which is going to turn off the music. Okay, so be sure to write in your journal anything that came up for you. And if you need to ground, have some water. Always have water nearby. So thank you for joining us tonight. And keep visualizing that ideal world that you want to see. Because the more of us that do that and the more frequently we do it, that's what we'll create. If you worry and you fret over, oh, what's going to happen? That's what you're going to create. So don't do that. Let go of all the fear and just live in that peaceful place where you want to be with the rest of us that'll be in that peaceful place. Okay? So have a good evening and remember to be the light you want to see in the world.